For lawyers, time is limited. What if you could expand time by changing your relationship to it?
Welcome to the New Billable Hour podcast, transforming the way you think about time in your law practice and life. And now, here's your host, lawyer and best-selling author, Ritu Goswami.
Welcome to episode 18 of the New Billable Hour podcast. Today's topic is forgiving the past. First, I'd like to thank the sponsor of this episode. Radula and Radula LLP, located in Salinas, California, helps injured workers. The firm makes sure they get all the benefits they are entitled, including temporary disability, permanent disability, and medical care. Radula and Radula LLP can be found at www.radulalaw.com. Again, that's www.radula, which is spelled R-E-D-U-L-A, lawoffice.com. They speak English, Spanish, and Tagalog. Let's get started with 3 breaths together. So find a comfortable seat, exhale everything. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. And last one, inhale and exhale. Wonderful. So today we're talking about forgiveness, and it might be strange to have forgiveness as a time management topic, especially for lawyers. What does forgiveness have to do with the law and practicing law and productivity? Well, how much time are we spending in the past? So think about how much time we dwell on what happened with clients, a difficult client interaction, what a judge did to us, a decision that we got that we didn't like, opposing counsel making us feel a certain way. Our colleagues were wondering about what they did in the past too, right? So we're spending a lot of time in the past, whether we like it or not. And we carry emotions and grudges, whether we like it or not, for things that happened already. And we take these past situations and we bring them into the present, and it affects our future, which is ultimately what we're talking about, our productivity for what we can accomplish in the future. So the past is a major distraction from getting what we want. And so I thought I would address it head on as a time management hack. What about looking at the past and forgiving? So did you know, I was looking up the word forgive, and did you know the origin of the word or the meaning? So the for in forgive means completely, and the give is give, right? So the word forgive means to give completely. And when I just think about it that way, I think of such a release and such a generous tone, such a positive way to look at it. Not something that we have to do or we're obligated to do. It's something that we want to do. We want to give completely, no reservations, no conditions. We want to give away to the person or situation that may have hurt us, that we didn't like, we didn't agree with, something that affected us that we're holding on to. And by giving ourselves in this way completely, we can be free. We can free up time, space, energy for what we want to do. And of course, this is easier said than done. And mostly because a lot of the forgiveness needs to be for ourselves. Maybe we didn't do something in the way we wanted to do it. Maybe we weren't happy with the work we were performing. Maybe we are still second guessing how we could have done a situation, how we could have done it better. But it's over. And there really isn't anything we can do. And that's hard news. That's hard to accept that it's done. And so I invite you to consider that holding on to the past is affecting your productivity, your daily productivity. I know it affects mine. And please consider that letting go of this past, of these feelings, emotions, memories, will release precious time that you need to fulfill your goals. Because I know that you have goals that you may feel like you don't have enough time for. So time management is a tricky thing because we think we have to push harder, get more done. We feel like if we're not productive, there's something wrong. There's some outside thing that's pulling us away. But really, it's us. It's our inside situation that is pulling us in so many directions. And one big thing is holding on to the past. And forgiveness is this wonderful hack and wonderful gift that we can give completely in order to move on. So actually, we think we need to hack our way to productivity. Like there must be something that we're not getting, and there must be some tool or trick or something that we are not getting and everyone else has it. But actually what it is if we can expand our sense of time by changing our relationship to it, what this podcast is about, then we can free up energy and time to do what we want to do. So tackling this means paying attention to where your attention goes. So this is really difficult, and I talk about it a lot, but pay attention to where your attention's going. So this is not about beating ourselves up. This is about seeing what is, and seeing how that yuckiness, that heaviness is really weighing us down, and we are the only ones that can release it. No one else can. You can vent about it as much as you want. You can talk to your friends, and maybe that's a temporary relief, but nobody can help us release it other than ourselves. And so when you do that, even a tiny bit of forgiveness to yourself or others can be very empowering. And you'll see results right away. I'm sure you've experienced this. And you practice it like anything else, like any skill that you've learned. And when you get good at forgiving in your work context or your personal life, you can mentor your clients, your staff, and your colleagues to do it too. Because really, that's what life is about: learning how to do something and then teaching others. So let's forgive, which means to give completely our past in order to receive more time in the present and in the future. So this is about forgiving others. Might be forgiving others that you don't even like, but you're giving this gift completely without reservation. And mostly forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for anything in the past that's holding you back. And again, it's easier said than done, but observe when we are holding ourselves back, and see if you could forgive just a little. Let the grip go just a little, because you're a different person now, and you deserve that generosity of this forgiveness so you can have the time you need to serve the world. We need you. So this is your task, to please forgive the past as much as you're able and help others do the same, to release more time, productivity, so you can serve better. Thank you for your attention. Let's complete ourselves with 3 breaths together. So find that comfortable seat. Exhale everything. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Thank you again to the sponsor of this episode. Radula and Radula LLP, located in Salinas, California, helps injured workers. The firm makes sure they get all the benefits they're entitled, including temporary disability, permanent disability, and medical care. Radula and Radula LLP can be found at www.redulalawoffice.com. That's www.redulalawoffice.com. They speak English, Spanish, and Tagalog. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being with us on the New Billable Hour podcast with your host, Ritu Goswami. Subscribe to the podcast wherever you like to listen. To get your free copy of the New Billable Hour book and other resources, visit www.thenewbillablehour.com. podcast.newbillablehour.com. You can contact Ritu directly at ritu@newbillablehour.com.